Olo, session 48. We have made it. We have come a long way. The players, Waldo, Enzo, and friends, were in Labelle. They were tasked to go to Labelle by the wizard Droll from Alloy to kill one of the lieutenants of the chain of Orokef and bring back proof. And in exchange, the group would receive an old watchtower just like half a mile out from the city's ends into the mountains. It was like an overwatch tower that had been run down, and they were gifted with the deeds of the lands and being able to upkeep it and turn it into their own. There was another group called the Falchieri that's also was given the same task because you guys were away in the Fey Realm for a couple months and Droll needed help, and there was a new up-and-coming group in Alloy that kind of took over your guys' workload. And so it was more of a race, like, who am I going to continue working with? Droll says, as well as like for pride and for honor, basically, to get back first. So when we last left, you guys had defeated Oshi, the Wild. You had arisen the Dawn from the dead and learned that the Church of Ragnar has a cleric that's able to raise someone from the dead, proclaiming that he has his powers gifted to him from Ragnar. Right before you guys parted ways with Tink and Theron, who went north to the city Brinteril to try and help him get his job back, among other things. You guys questioned Oshi and asked her some questions. Tink was disguised as the frog, I want to say. And she told you that one of the entrances to his lair is found in Laranya Rich, and that there are 5 entrances and that they all lead to one. And there were some other things I don't remember specifically if anyone wrote that stuff down, but we ended with Niall casting a teleport spell on you guys, and we rolled to see how close we would be, and we were very close, but not in the city of Alloy. So when you guys open your eyes from your teleport, it is nighttime. Actually, no, it's about noon, I should say. It's noon, and you guys are in this town of Willowdale.
Would I know this town? Would Enzo know this town?
Enzo would know this town. It is easily spotted because of some landmarks. That is what the town is known for. If you have Discord pulled up, you'll see some pictures of what things look like, but I will describe them for you, and I will also share some. I'll share my screen as well, just in case. Let me zoom in to the picture. Willowdale is known for the tree, some of the trees that grow here.
Wow,
that
that's cool.
They touched and bloom only a couple times a year when the moon is in a specific place and it is a specific, again, time of year. These blooms will produce sap from its flowers, and the flowers will bloom brightly like this, and then they will all fall and wilt. And the sap from this is highly sought after, not only because it's pretty rare to find a flower that actually has the sap in it that's able to be collected, but this seems to have some sort of like property to it that expands what people can normally do with the weave. So the houses around here is very foresty. So these trees don't stand alone, but they do stand amidst bigger trees. All of the homes are grown out of natural trees and rocks. You do not see standalone buildings here. Everything is built into the landscape. Mud houses, rocks piled up, trees grown into the houses themselves, bushes manicured to make windows and to make doorways and archways and gardens. Nature not only is what their homes are for, they are one with nature. You do not see trails anywhere. Anywhere where there would be trails, they grow over magically with like moss and rocks. They do have lights and posts and normal things like that, but this is probably a town of about 100 people. And
Is this where Waldo's from?
This is where Waldo is from.
Okay.
And where you guys arrive is you kind of arrive like in the middle of this town. And as you're looking around, you see people like everyone is busy. Like they're all doing things. They're putting up archery ranges. You see people like putting up makeshift stands. You see people bringing out like some llamas. Waldo, you would recognize these llamas since these come from your guys' home, since your brothers are llama farmers. They shear and take care of llamas for their produce, as well as they have fuzzy chickens that have big fuzzy legs. You can't even like see the difference between each leg because it's like a big, imagine like a snowman, but white
Just
fur.
a ball of fur.
Exactly. And you just see like the little beak, like talons, like as they turn, like flopping around. Yeah, and what else are people doing? You see like a bunch of mud being spread out like in a couple lanes. And it looks like they're getting ready for some sort of celebration.
Waldo, is this where you're from?
Oh boy. We made it home.
Oh my gosh. Is that an alpaca?
It's a llama.
Oh, they look so similar.
You want to pet one?
I sure do. I've been here before, but it's been a while. I love this place.
Yeah, it's like 3 miles away from Alloy proper. It's north into the woods, so it's a small town, so there's really no reason to go here. They're kind of self-sufficient. They only use Alloy for like more complex needs, but
Would they have like a brewery or something here? Maybe I got beer or liquor from here or something.
you would find no inns, you would find no like set up businesses. Like these people just live off of the land and are kind of like a farming milling town, so they really don't have any like establishments to host like guests and stuff. They'll just like have you stay in their homes if you ever went and stayed overnight.
But what would be the reason for me coming here when I was growing up?
You tell me.
That's why I was asking if they made their own liquor or something. Huh.
They would
Waldo.
make their own liquor because they are self-sufficient. They just wouldn't have like their own brewery.
Yeah, I was just thinking of something that we could have like traded for and sold in the bar or the tavern. Waldo, it's been so long. I had a friend whose uncle was from here. We came and visited for a weekend.
What was his name?
Doolittle?
Hmm. He was an odd one.
I do believe he was. It was a long time ago. So, this is where you're from. What are we going to do? Let's meet your family. Let's do all the things.
Hey, did you guys see this halfling walking and they have like a bunch of pastries and they're wearing like a big apron and a big old chef's hat. And they say, care for a tart? Or two or three? I've got plenty. And they like put their hand in their pocket and their pocket is like bigger than what it appears. And they pull out like muffins and they hand it over to you guys. Tomorrow's a celebrating.
What are we celebrating?
Tomorrow is the celebration of Forge Fest.
Thorge Fest.
Yes, Forge Fest. This is a national holiday. You guys would be familiar with this holiday. It's basically a celebration of the art of metalworking. People across the whole
Forge
country
Fest.
gather and show off their crafts, and they compete. It's like a dwarven holiday mostly, and you are like in a near a dwarven city, so you don't see people putting up medals of any kind. You see like wood chimes being put up. Like this is not like really a town of medals, but they do seem to be celebrating in their own way.
Do we have OSHA with us?
Oshi the Wild?
Yeah, her head.
Her head is in a bag of holding that it was given to you. I don't remember who was given the bag of holding. Bag of
There's
holding has
Waldo.
like all the magic stuff in there.
I think it's Waldo.
I don't know if I have a bag of holding. I can look my
What?
inventory. No, I
We
don't
would
have it.
have.
Where did you guys get a bag of holding from?
You gave
Well-
them a bag of holding.
No, I gave them a rock sending.
Well, how would we have OSHA then?
You guys have her some way, somehow.
OSHA?
Oshi. He keeps saying Osha. It's
Oshi.
Oshi.
Or
Oh,
Oshi?
You guys have all of the magical.
oh, yes. Funny thing about that. Keep going. Keep going. I remember
So-
now. I remember something. It's gonna happen, and I need to tell Bo about it right now.
Okay.
Keep going.
Well, because we need to get back before the other team. Anyway, Waldo, this is amazing, but we really need to get back to Alloy.
Can we at least have happy time?
Is that like second breakfast?
No, it's like a party.
Okay, well, when's that? Is that right now?
I think they said tomorrow.
How far away is Alloy from us? Just a few miles, right?
3 miles. Probably take you an hour, hour and a half to hike there.
Waldo, why don't we head back, drop off Oshi, and then we can come back and celebrate.
At this time, when you guys are kind of chatting around, you guys notice that the bag that Waldo has that was given him by Tink becomes extremely heavy and it starts to split at the bottom. Like this thing is no longer magical and all of the stuff is gonna like burst out from the bottom of the bag.
Waldo, what's wrong? What's wrong with that
I
bag?
didn't know that I had a bag.
The bag of holding.
I don't know
Tink
that I
gave
had
the
one.
bag to someone. I choose Waldo.
Okay.
Oh, I can't hold it.
It looks like it's ripping open. What are we
I'm
gonna
losing
do?
it.
Call
You
your
I'll put it on the ground.
Yeah, you guys will have to like split this up between the two of you in order to carry all this stuff. I will say there are a few dead body parts in here. So it's stink. It's like, like putting things in the bag of holding like freezes it in time so like bodies do not age in there. But now that it's out, like the smell starts to
Oh my
linger.
gosh, Waldo, it ripped
Oh.
open. We're gonna really have to get out of here.
You see a chicken come by and like pick at the bag.
Do we need
Could we-
these body parts? This is
I
kind
don't
of
know
disgusting.
which ones are in there.
You have 5 body parts of Oshi, or 6. I think you cut off all of her arms, torso, legs, and head separately.
Hey, Waldo, do you know someone around here who has a wagon we can use and we could bring it back to him? We can throw all this stuff in there, walk it back to Alloy, and then we can bring it back.
We could probably borrow one.
Yeah. Could you ask around? And we need to do this quickly because it probably looks weird that we got body parts sitting in the middle of the town square. Plus all these treasures.
We have treasures in there?
You
We
do.
have like swords and stuff
I
that
don't
we
even
found.
remember. Yeah, okay. We can find
Yes, we can find some baskets and a cot.
Yeah, or like a little wheelbarrow or something.
Um, Kyler, did you leave the fireworks in there?
No, I haven't. Pink has them.
There's like the great sword is in there, the prick, which was a magical great sword. You see some melons in there. There's a head of an armored dude. There's a head of a guard chick in there. Yeah, there's a bunch of like body parts in here. Like,
from the heist house that we did,
Yeah.
or
yeah. There's
Well,
some
I'm
gold.
gonna start shoving them back in the bag and try to tie the bag up so they don't fall out or hold as much as I can. And then I'll shove some in my backpack. The most obvious things, try to wrap them up in my cloak. But we can't have
Yeah.
body parts sitting around.
Yeah, Waldo, you easily are able to go and like find burlap sacks where you guys like store like potatoes and things that you grow and then kind of like makeshift. You also go by your house and you are going to get a wagon. That's okay.
we would have one at the house,
Oh yeah, for sure. You guys have
a family wagon or something.
You guys have more than one wagon. When you're home though, your brother does see you. Waldo, you made it back, old
Hey.
buddy.
You look the same.
Have you seen the moon lately? It's so big.
Yeah, I think it gets bigger.
I love the moon. Praise be. Um, well, tomorrow we're gonna have a bunch of shearing contests of the llamas to see who can do it the fastest. And Jasper Quickfoot, yet again, that human thinks he can beat me.
Oh, he's tricksy.
He always says, llamas fast, you betcha.
I hate it when he says that.
Yeah.
What's Waldo? What's that mean? Llama's fast.
Jasper is the reigning champion of the llama shear racing. He's known for his unique and flamboyant shearing techniques. But we don't like him. And I always tell my llamas to spit on him.
It works.
I hope you put some onions and garlic in their mouths first too.
Yeah, well, if you want, we can shear some later. I'm gonna start because the chickens have been making nests out of the fur, and that's just not acceptable.
What was that guy's name again? The champion?
Yes, Jasper
Yes.
Quickfoot.
Oh, Jasper.
Yeah.
Is he another Fearbolt?
No, he's a human.
Hello, Waldo's brother. I'm Enzo.
Hello, Enzo. We've met before.
We
Remember,
have.
I was there when you guys were doing your contest at your family's place.
Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. I can't believe you remember me.
Yeah.
It's so great to see you again.
You too.
Next time you're in Alloy, let me know.
Okay.
You can always stop by the tavern and say hi to my parents.
Oh, is it Poldo?
It's Poldo, yeah.
Poldo.
Poldo and Waldo. I love
Poldo.
it.
Poldo's he's a shepherd?
Yep, I'm a shepherd of the
Yeah.
llamas and the chickens.
Oh,
And I
he's
show
a
them well. And like
awesome.
as you're like talking, like llamas are just like coming up to him and like standing and just like looking, like chewing with like their crooked teeth and just like nonchalant, just like being a little bit intrusive.
Hey, do llamas like snacks? And I'm gonna pull some like nuts out.
Oh, yes, they do. Feed them all you'd like. It just gives them fatter.
There you go.
The llama gobbles it up, and their tongues are like, when they lick your hand, it like pulls your hand towards them. They're like super coarse.
Like, whoa, that almost took the skin right off.
You gotta watch your fingers.
I can see that.
One time they bit off my fingernail. It was pretty messy.
That'll happen.
Well, are you guys gonna stay for Forge Fest? We're gonna
Um,
start early this year, probably in about an hour or two. They're gonna have the Mud Hill race. They're gonna have the Smoking Herbs contest. And they're even gonna have a feather pillow fight.
Oh,
Wow, that sounds like a doozy. Actually, we have to get back to Alley right now, but
no.
I'm sure we can come back.
Well, it's only an hour away. You might as well just wait. Opening ceremonies will be here shortly. Won't you stay, Enzo?
Can we stay?
Waldo, I'm gonna whisper to Waldo. Waldo, we have body parts. That's not exactly kosher. We don't want to ruin everybody's celebration.
Oh, don't worry about your things. You can just store them back there. And he points like to an old straw structure that like houses their wagons.
Like a straw shed.
Yeah. Just make sure you close the door or those llamas will go eat anything, I tell you.
Yeah, they almost took my hand off. Well, I do need to get these things back to Alloy. We're kind of in a hurry, but I'll try to rush right back.
Please stay.
Perfect.
Waldo, if you want to stay, it's up to you, bud.
If it's anything if it's anything to you, we have a visitor from far away. You might want to talk to him.
Well, he'll probably be here in a couple hours. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Waldo, are you gonna come with me or are you gonna stay?
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go drop off these things to Droll. We can't have body parts. It's illegal to carry body parts around.
No, it's not.
We do it all the time.
Yeah, we're not
Nature
talking about
gives and
animals.
Nature takes. If you need help digging a hole, we have a person for it. Just make sure you thank the moon.
I love your open-mindedness, and I always say hello to the moon.
Good.
Let's just leave the stuff here. And then we can go when we're ready.
Yeah, but when's that going to be, Waldo?
A few hours, maybe. Tomorrow.
Maybe the next day or the next day?
No.
Next week.
You're
When the
more than
party
willing.
ends.
I have no problem with you staying here with your brother and enjoying the celebrations. I just need to get back, drop this stuff off, and then I could come back and get you if you need.
Oh, come on, Enzo. You need some fun.
Yes, you do. Come with me, Enzo. And he'll try to grab your hand and like lead you towards the celebrations. And he has on his other hand, he has like 4 llamas on a rope Right,
All right, Enzo, I'm trusting you. Let's put these things in your Fort Knox over there.
Fort Knox.
Yeah.
Hmm.
On your way there, you guys see a couple notable figures. You see another furbolg, and he has a bunch of sheep, and he's singing to his sheep, and he has a terrible voice, and all of the sheep are just like watching him, like drawn to his singing. And he's wearing a huge, like, big old flower headpiece. And Waldo, you know that this is Thistle Moss Whistle.
This whole moss whistle.
Yep, and he's a Fearbolg. He's another shepherd. Again, he does sheep.
Moss. Still.
And you see another guy who's talking to trees, like going up to them, and he's like, "Oh, Oakley, how's the sap flowing today?" He's like having a conversation with the trees, as if like they're neighbors, which they are technically, but I mean, you know, Waldo, this is the leader of your town. His name is Bramble, and he's very old. He has a big, long staff. And at the top is like an actual growing like tree. And when he sets the staff down, you see like the roots like grow and then like retract as he's picking it up. He sets it down and the roots grow out. And then as he picks it up, it sets it down again. It's like a
That's
living
pretty-
staff.
Like
Yeah,
a
really
tree.
cool. Yep. And and the whole town is like, there's probably like 50 people here, and then you see like other people still setting up. And he like greets everyone and is says like a blessing upon the Wild Mother, and he says a couple other gods which you guys recognize, very common ones, and he like blesses the town and that they'll continue to be fruitful and be one with nature, and nature will be one with them, and that they will have like a fruitful year for harvest, and that the animals will be cared for, and that the Fae will continue to be a shield for them as well as their beacon. And then he'll like have a closing, and everyone will like repeat the closing as if it's like a common prayer. And you guys, as you are all grouped together, close to Bramble, you see a figure which looks very, very foreign to you. Tyler, I'll have you describe your character as what they see. You're muted.
You see this character stumbling around, really short, fat gnome, wearing like a biker's outfit. He's got one shoe on. He looks like he's been through hell. He's got like some of his leathers torn up. He looks like he hasn't showered in months. He's got like the 1,000-yard stare, but very jovial. And he's just where are we right now?
Willowdale.
I know, but where in Willowdale?
You're just like in the center of town. The leader just gave like the entry to the celebration of Forge Fest, and like right as everyone's about to leave and like go start the celebration early.
Yeah, you see me just like I have a couple dice in my hand that I'm playing around with, and just looking around, saying, "Hey, where are the bookies? Hey, where the bookies at?"
Hey, Waldo, is that guy from your town? He doesn't look like he fits in.
No, that's the guy I was telling you about. You should go talk to him.
Is our stuff put away already?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll go say hi.
Do you have any books you can give him?
I sure do. You know I do. Let's see if he likes books though. As
Hello,
long as you have
friend.
rocks.
Waldo greets you.
I'll walk up to him and say, hello, friend.
Hey, nice to meet you. First question is kinda, where am I?
You're in the forest. And I'm Waldo.
Nice to meet you, Wargo. Wal? How do I say that?
Waldo.
Waldo.
Waldo. You got it.
Anyway, I just came here from the forest over there, and looking for a good bookie. Do you know any good books? Any good bookies? Any good coins?
Books and coins. I'll turn to Enzo. I hope you have a book.
I think he said bookie. Hello, how are you? I'm
What's a
Enzo, and I'll
bookie?
reach my hand out to him.
Very nice, very nice. I will shake his hand.
Pleasure to meet you. Looks like you went through quite a scrape there. You doing okay?
Yeah. Those mountains are no joke.
You're right. Do you want me to help you clean up a bit?
No, it's okay, my friend. It's okay.
No, it's just a little magic. It's not gonna hurt you. It'll take just
Oh,
a sec.
no, don't touch me with the magic. For real.
Okay. Just gonna help you clean up. No problem.
So, can you help me out here or
You're looking for a bookie or a buck?
a coin? Do you not
A
have
co-
a
what are you looking
coin?
for?
Oh, you want
Are you
money?
Exactly.
What do you need the money for?
I need to make money.
Oh,
Ah,
what's your name, by the way?
ah, Waymondd. Tar Waymondd.
Wayman?
Tar Waymondd.
Tar.
God.
I am a tar of the nine hells.
Tar of the Nine Hells?
Nine hells angels. Who are you guys? How far am I?
It was that. Wait, what?
You're in a small town near the little, near the slightly bigger town named Alloy.
Yes. How far is that from Tarhubu? Roto? You know?
Karuboroto?
Roll history check, both of you, Enzo and Waldo.
Okay.
4 plus 1, 5.
Waldo, you have no idea what he's talking about. Enzo,
I'm rolling what? I just had to re-bring up my
Come on, you
thing
guys
here.
know. The Golden Gate cities?
History plus 2.
That sounds pretty cool and pretty.
Oh, you have
Why
no
did you
idea.
leave?
You
I
have no
rolled a
idea how
5.
wrong you are, my friend.
I'll give you advantage because this is a place that's been told to you before by someone, so it does sound
Okay.
familiar.
I'll roll again.
It can't be
14.
that hard. It's just right out on the
14.
other side of those mountains over there, guys.
You remember that this is somewhere west. You're not sure if it's in Curva or in Drymaid, but this is a place that's very far away, nowhere close to where you are now.
How did you get here? You know where you're from is very far from here.
Yes. Yes, my friend. Like once again, those mountains, just right on the other side.
No, more than that.
Well, I mean, it's been a long time. But anyway,
I know a little bit of geography, and you're not near home whatsoever. How long
well,
have you been traveling?
I'm just looking for my uncle. I heard he was out over here this way.
What's your uncle's name?
He's a little gnome like me. His name is Frog. Frog.
Hmm. Hmm.
Do you know
Wait, do you
anybody
guys
named?
know Frog?
I don't know anybody named Fug. No,
No, Frog.
Frog. Frog.
Ah,
I think he said frog.
I think
yes,
yeah.
my friend, big furry guy. And I go and I reach up to
He's
shake your
happy with
belly.
me.
Well, we can ask around.
You guys know a frog.
You know a frog?
This
Frog.
is the Frog is the name of Droll's gnomish assistant.
I don't know if you guys know my.
Oh my
I
gosh!
don't know if you
Really?
know Frog.
Yes,
He's,
it is.
He's
Are you serious?
crazy.
You mean frog?
Yeah.
Little frog?
Frog.
Really?
Yes.
Really polite guy.
Oh no. No, can't be. Not my
Well,
Frog.
Hey
Uncle Frog.
Waldo, isn't
He
Frog the name of that
told-
guy that works with Droll?
Oh,
Yeah. We know a frog.
there's no way. Is he a gnome?
He's a gnome.
Come on. What are the odds?
Here's
Come
my
on.
image. Here's my image
Is
of
he always making things?
Oh. He makes danger.
But he's always tinkering with things, building things.
It's been a long time since I was a little peep squeak. But I can't believe you know Frog. No way.
Yeah, we're
doesn't-
actually gonna head that way. Do you want to join us?
Deep squeak.
Yeah, if you know, if this is, yeah, let's go.
See, told you.
But first,
What'd I say, Waldo?
what is this celebration? Any bets? Are we doing bets?
You might be able.
Oh,
To, I
you're
don't
in
know if
for
you'll
a
find.
treat.
I'll give you good odds.
Yeah, there's lots of things to do as far as activities. You see archery. You see there are feather pillow fights going on.
Are there any races? Any?
There is the llama shear racing.
What is that?
You shear a llama, and they see who can go the fastest. You see bush manicure arts, like people like think Edward Scissorhands. They have people smoking herbs, and then they have people trying to do like smoke art. Think of like Lord of the Rings with the smoke piping. You see people making flower headdresses, like flower necklaces, flower friend bracelets.
Okay.
And then-
This
and then you-
place. Have you
So-
seen this place? God. Flower bracelets. Who would have even known that people? These people are crazy.
You also see mud hill races. So the mud they like made like think of like a water slide race, but they just run and dive into the mud, and they race each other.
Okay.
So
No.
those are the activities.
Yeah.
Waldo, this place is cool. When's your
there-
brother gonna be in the shearing competition?
We're doing everything.
Everything is free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's like a town celebration, like a carnival for the town. So Yeah.
Where the bets at? Where can we make our bets?
The biggest crowd is around the llama shearing. There's also a bunch of people over at the Mudhill race. It's obviously really dirty and wet over there, but that is where people are at.
Do these people even bet? Like, is that even part of their culture at all?
You know, it's offer.
They do make wagers, but it's more with like favors and like nice things. Like Waldo collects rocks, but there are also people who like bet other things, like plants and things that are important to them. So you don't see a lot of coin in this place, but you do see a lot of wagers being made.
Okay.
What was that saying that Jasper says all the time?
Jasper, he says, "Llama's fast? You betcha."
Waldo, this is your neck of the woods. Show us around.
We go to one of these activities if they're happening right now. Oh no, we have opening ceremony.
No, they just did
Right.
them. They just did the opening ceremonies. It was not like very, extravagant. But yeah, you do see like people do starting to dance, people playing music, people are have their arms hands interlocked and they're like doing ring around the rosy around trees, like praising trees. And
What are the races?
here you see lots of furbolgs, elves, you see halflings, humans. You see like one or two shifters, which are like animal looking humans. That's all you've seen thus far. So those are the main races.
All right. Well,
Yeah, Tal Waymondd sticks out like a sore thumb. Like his getup like looks like he's from a steampunk place. Like he looks nothing like, does not look like he belongs.
He's perfect.
I've
hey
got
Tal, do you want us to find you some new clothes? Those things look like they've had better days.
yeah, how much you want to bet for that? I can do that. I'll take my belt off and my pants fall down. This belt has been in my family for 3 generations at least.
Awesome. So keep the belt. Let's find you a pair of pants.
No, this is my wager. Okay, so I bet you my ancestry belt. What you got?
What are we betting? I don't understand, Tal.
What are we next to right now?
You guys are next to the archery.
We'll go, yeah, we're gonna do it all the way down the line. Archery.
Is there? Yeah, I'll bet these guys right here. This guy, I'll just pick one randomly out of the line.
Okay.
I bet you that guy beats your guy. Pick.
You pick a halfling girl. She's always moving her feet.
Yeah, look at her. Quick little sprite there. Come on, make your bet.
Never misses a chance to show off her fancy footwork, even when she's standing still.
Yes.
Hey, Waldo, who is this guy trying to bet? I don't understand what's going on. I just asked him if he wanted new clothes and he started betting his belt.
I don't know. Maybe he only accepts gifts if he wins a bet.
All right.
So if you
I'll
want to
bet you
give him
that-
something, you just make a bad bet.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just-
yeah. I
I'm
get it.
just like yelling inspirational things to the girl. Trying to.
I bet
keep her
you
up.
a new pair of clothes against your belt.
Oh no. That's it? Do you know how old this belt is?
Yeah.
Okay, my friend. These better be some nice clothes. Okay, little girl.
All right. And I want to
Come
find
on.
like, I want to look down the line and find the crappiest person who just looks like they should not be there. Like maybe like a little boy that can't even pull the bow back.
Okay. Yeah, definitely like a little young furbolg.
Crappiest person. The way you
Yeah,
said
come
it.
on, Lady Fortune. I'm your man today.
All right, let me
Like-
roll.
Someone that means well and is trying to like either someone too old or too young.
Oh my gosh, I almost won with the disadvantage. So you see Mabel Lightfoot, who is this halfling archery person. She's actually the instructor. And she almost hits the bullseye, but just misses.
This is Cameron's kid.
No, this is your kid.
Oh.
You bet on the actual.
Rata! It's not about winning or losing. It's about winning, my human friend.
You see like this teenager tween person come up and try and shoot. And they overshoot and they stick. It hits one of the branches and like all the people will go like they're like think that someone just got shot with an arrow, but it was actually a tree. But like they're
Oh
so.
boy, was that your guy? That was your guy, huh?
Was that
and
my
all the
guy?
people rush over and they like take out the arrow and like try and heal the tree like gingerly. And like say a prayer for forgiveness for the kid.
Was that my guy?
That was your guy. Yep, so he lost.
Oh man, he was so close. You got lucky on that one.
Yes, but let's go double or nothing. Huh? What do you say?
Well,
And I'll
why don't we
take-
get you a new
No,
outfit and then we can do it.
Did you
Then
see
we'll
how
go to the
strong
next-
that kid was? He could totally hit the bullseye next time. Come on.
Isn't this
Sir,
the-
can you please put on some pants, please? It's very disturbing.
Right. I'll just put my belt back on.
Thank you. Thank you. No, and the pants too, not just the belt.
What'd you say? Sorry.
No, and the pants too, not just the belt.
Oh, sorry, I was so excited. Okay, yes, and I'll just bend them. Put my pants back on with my ancestral belt. That's clearly terribly made.
So then you guys go over to the Edward Scissorhands activity of getting to sculpt like a hedge bush that they've provided for everyone, and it's like a block and it's like 6 feet tall and it's a perfect square. I mean, you get to make whatever you want out of like the square.
Waldo, are you gonna get in on this?
So
Are they using like magic to form these, or
they're
like
using,
they're cutting?
they're using like shears.
Yeah.
They have like big ones and little ones, and they have it spread out for everyone. You do notice though that the tools are made of stone. They're not made of metal. There are some metal ones, but they're like really old ones. Like they don't know how to take care of metal, basically. Like they know how to take care of like stone and wood things. So no one's really using the metal ones because they're pretty dull and rusty.
So if an arrow hits a bush, it's like you shot a person, but you could give a bush a haircut.
Yeah, it's like these were grown for this specific purpose.
Oh, it's like sharing a llama.
Yeah, now that Enzo like thinks about that, like you look around and you do see some of like these hedge things, like that they were made earlier, like people carrying these and like setting them around the village. So like these are now like art pieces
like
for
art.
the village. Exactly.
Cool.
Is
Got it.
magic illegal?
Magic is definitely not illegal. You do see some very few people casting magic, like that when they healed that tree, and you saw them cast like some sort of healing magic on the tree, and yeah, things of that nature. So yeah, you guys go and make some art. Waldo goes up and he trims his, and it looks just like the face of a llama, and like one of the ears is
I
like
was just gonna
flopping
say
down.
I'm gonna do plant growth, except I'm just gonna put it on the bush and just make a giant llama, like a llama, like with as much detail as I can.
Awesome, perfect. Enzo, he can you roll a nature check, Enzo? We'll see how good yours is.
Of course. I'm clearly the best at this kind of thing. -1, here I come. 10.
10. You try and make a Crazy 8 from your book series. However,
Mm-hmm.
you like since it has the 8 tentacles, it's kind of hard to like get the tentacle to look good. You get the like gist of like the circle, but it ends up looking more like a jellyfish, and less like um
An octopus.
an octopus. But nonetheless, you're happy with what you got. You could definitely tell where the face is and things like that.
Okay.
Tal, he takes his shears and he just cuts his bush right in half. And then he takes the metal shears and he like sticks it in the like thick stem so it like stands up like perfect, like balance, or like the shears are like half open. And it like as the wind blows or as it moves, like the shears like open and close. And that's what Tal does with his shearing contest. He didn't really understand what we were doing, but that's what he made.
Art is in the eye of the beholder, Tal.
Now that's odd.
That's sure original.
I didn't think of that. Dang it.
Maybe next year.
You then go over to where there's smoking herbs. There's pipes of all lengths and sizes and colors. And you're more than welcome to smoke a pipe if you would like.
Oh, I've never smoked a pipe, guys. I'm not going to do this. I'll just start coughing.
Oh, you gotta
I'll-
try it. Come on.
Oh. All right, all right, all right. Is there one with mushrooms or something?
Most definitely. They have different blends that you can try. There's like different people like trying to like trade their blends, but they're like using those as like samples. Did everyone want to do the smoking? Tal?
Yep.
You're muted.
No, because I am keeping an eye on Cameron because he owes me close.
Okay. For those who smoke, your wisdom score increases by 1 until your next long rest. So
This
whatever
stuff is
your wisdom
amazing.
is, it has been increased by 1.
Like
Waldo.
the maximum increases by 1, or
Yeah, so if your wisdom was 14, it is now 15.
if it's 20.
Waldo, can we
It's
just
now
get a whole
21.
bunch of this stuff?
Ooh.
That stuff is amazing.
You guys, there's people making like lots of cool art with smoke. I won't get into that, but some of them are making a bunch of stars and a moon shape and shape of animals, like moving boats and a sea and things like that. It's really cool. Then you guys go over to the flowers and headdresses, and Finaldo is there. He's really skinny and tall. Waldo, you know this is your cousin. I'm the one that used to do
Uh-huh.
ropes. And he's there helping little kids with their bracelets and things like that. And they ask if you guys want one, and that they will wilt, but they say that beauty is the moments where it can be seen, not that it's everlasting. And they give one to you guys. They put some on your head, necklaces, things like that. And then you guys head over to the Llama Sheering. And there's a huge crowd and everyone's cheering, and as people are starting to get into it. And there's like people healing the llamas in case they get like poked or anything like that. I mean, you see like weird methods of people doing it. You see like some people wear like a glove of shears and then like move their fingers back and forth like extremely fast, like almost inhumanly fast, and they like go like this, and they like shear as they just like rub all of it off. It's like astounding to watch. You're like amazed how they don't like prick, like especially like around the elbows and legs and stuff like that. How they don't nick them. And stuff like that. But they do ask if anyone wants to try and things like that. And they have like a tier setup. So if you win, you go against the next winner and the next winner, and they have like a finals like at the end of the day or the next morning. Does anyone wish to do it?
Yep.
This is a competition.
Mm-hmm. You can make wagers if you would like.
Yes, I do. And I go to take off my belt. You see, and I go through my same speech. You see this belt? This is a nice belt.
I'm gonna bend down and whisper, Tal, you need to keep your pants on. There's
You
little
need to
kids
buy me
around
my
here.
pants.
There's little
I-
kids.
Have you seen a pants place?
That's not my problem, my friend.
I'm gonna whisper to Waldo, Waldo, where do I get some pants? You can't
We
have
can
this guy
make him a
walking around.
fig loincloth.
Okay, how do we do that?
You take a leaf and a vine and you tie it to the leaf and around his waist. That's it.
Okay, where's some? I'll look around for some leaves and vines that I could use.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like clippings from where people are doing the trimming competition. So before you get back though, you do see someone like an elf cast a spell at Tal, and it looks like he has clothes on now. It's like an illusion spell that makes it like hides his nudity basically.
Guys, his bare bum,
Yep.
just twigging berries.
All right, roll animal handling. Waldo, who's betting on Wal? Are you betting on Waldo Tal? Or are you betting on his competitor?
Are we competing?
You are going against someone, yeah.
Well,
there
no.
is a
No, I mean like me versus Tal. Bet.
You want to bet?
You
Friend.
know it. What you got?
You don't even know.
That's why I asked. You're right.
So I'll show you.
This guy is sharp, huh?
I'll show him some rocks. Like a handful of rocks from my rock pouch.
Okay, okay.
to you, some of the rocks look like gems.
Oh, that doesn't look like enough, but we're friends. Okay, come on.
Okay, animal handling check. There'll be more than
Same.
one. So if you want to make 3 of them, we'll do one at a time.
What are you rolling for the dude?
Are you? So you're not doing it?
Oh, yeah. I thought somebody else was doing it. I could do it.
No. Are you doing the shearing or are you watching?
If it's animal handling, I'll shear. I'm
Yeah.
a baller at animal handling.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, that is 15.
What'd you roll, Waldo?
13.
13. So they say go, and Waldo, it's been a while. They usually say to like start from the back and move forward, but you forget this because your llama is like standing up and like looking at you. So you like start from the neck down, but as you like get a slow start, you realize, okay, I need to like put it on the ground and like start. And you look over at Tal, and he's holding the back two legs like he's a little gnome, like he's a little dude. He's holding both back legs at once, and he has it like in the air, and he's like going to town on this thing, like he's done this 1,000 times, and you're like, what? We'll do another
He's a
animal.
hustler.
Look
do
at him
another
go,
animal.
Waldo.
You faked me.
Woohoo! Go tall.
Never, my friend. Come on.
You
You
guys can
grew up
roll
doing
again.
this.
Can you roll again?
Roll again.
Same. 15.
My rolls are so bad. 17.
17. Both 17?
No, I got 15.
15. Okay,
Again?
Waldo,
Jeez.
you have home field advantage. It seems like the town is rooting for you. You get can you roll a d4 as well?
2.
2. So you roll a 19. You get some inspiration from someone in the crowd. You're not sure who, but you're able to basically catch up to your newfound friend Tal. Tal, you're about 3/4 of the way done. Tal is starting on the neck, and you are like working up to where you first started. So we'll have one final roll.
I'm
This
sure to
lucky
cut off the
guy.
dingleberries.
Oh, let's go. Hey!
6.
26.
I rolled an 18.
What'd you roll?
Die! Luck. I'm gonna use luck. And again. And again. That's all my luck, and I lost. Guy, you sly bastard!
Those
Ah!
dingleberries really hung me up for a minute.
I'm like trying to be happy for you, but I'm like, ah! A bet is a bet.
Enzo gives you like a vine belt, like a new vine belt, because you lost, and like urges you to pull up your shorts, as well as the lady who casts a spell on you also urges you to please put pants on, and she will provide you a belt if you need one.
You got an extra belt? Yeah. Here you go, my friend. This belt will serve you nicely.
Waldo, you try to put the belt around you, and it like goes half a circumference around your body.
I'll just put it on my arm. It's just like a bracelet, but an arm bracelet.
Yep. You have like a bandana made of a belt bracelet here on his upper bicep.
Pretty cool.
Bandana.
The last activity is the Mud Hill race. Do you all wish to participate in the Mud Hill race?
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
I do. Me and Waldo. Yeah, we totally do. I bet you that belt.
So there's multiple ways that you can do this. They have like ones where they've like dug like hills, so it's like a wave, like, and you sit on like these leaf covered, like weaved carpet things, so you can go down and stay not super like crazy muddy, or you can just run and dive and go down that way, or whichever you guys prefer. You can do more than one person though if you do the mats. Imagine like those mat things for like little kids where it like goes down a wave like an S. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, it's free. You can do it as many times as you want. They have they've built like a stone like little wash off station. It almost looks like a jacuzzi, but like people get in it and get out, and like the water is always clear. So yeah, up to you guys how many times you want to do that. But you get all muddy and fun. Some of the people have like, some of the kids have like, are having like a mud ball fight, and they're like covered in mud. Like you can only see like the whites of their eyes. Like when they blink, like they disappear basically in the mud. Like a Rambo.
Oh yeah. So there's not like a big hill race. People are just doing it, going up and down for fun.
There is races, like you can race from the top down. Um, but it's more casual than all
Um,
like the other
in the
competition.
shearing.
Exactly. Yeah, like the
All
archery
right.
shearing is the most competitive.
All right, Waldo, me and you. Oh, and Tal, let's race.
Okay, what's the wager? I got this belt brand new off the shelf.
Everyone's just shaking their head like, "Don't bet
Hey,
your
Walter, what do you
clothes."
say? What do you say? I bet you my belt for your arm belt. Yeah? Is that a
Huh?
yes? Okay, we got a belt for belt.
Hmm. If I win, you be my friend.
Done. Oh, I whispered Endo, this guy, he doesn't even know.
You guys
Hey, if
can
I win, I get my belt back, huh?
so here's what we'll do. We'll roll initiative to see like who gets the best start, and then we'll roll in athletics or acrobatics. Or nature if you want to like try and use nature in your assistance to race. So what do you guys roll for initiative?
Oh,
8
initiative?
for Waldo,
12.
12. Enzo?
4.
4. Okay, we get the jump. Tal, little short dude. He doesn't have any like good friction with a lightweight. Waldo gets
With
a
those big old hobbit feet.
rough start, but he's used to the mud. He knows that it's a slippery start for him. And then Enzo just is out of his element here. Like ice
Whoa!
slipping. And then roll your acrobatics or athletics or nature.
16.
16. Waldo?
Or nature.
Yep.
Uh, 15.
Okay.
13 for
13.
Enzo.
Um, Tal remains his lead, and he kind of has the frictionless body since his pants once again fell down. So he's got that lightweight on the skin. It was a little bumpy down there, but yeah, pretty smooth. Waldo just runs and like sits upright, and is just like yeah, enjoying the full movement, like looking up into the trees, just really taking in his homeland. And Enzo as well, maybe on his belly, just really committing to the activity. And you don't win, but seems to be a really fun close. And then after you guys are good.
When I get up to the end, I'm gonna be like, man, Waldo, you were right. This was worth it. Your town's pretty darn cool.
I know.
Who won?
You won. Tal won.
Okay. Give it to me.
You're so fast. Here's your belt.
God,
You got some moves, Tal. Keep it up.
it's Waymondd. My name is Waymondd. Dad Waymondd.
Okay. Do you want me to call you Waymondd or Tal?
Dad Waymondd.
Tal Waymondd.
Yes,
Okay, Tal
I am a
Waymondd.
talon of the 9 Hells Angels. Okay, it's a title. I earned it. Please be respectful.
Got it, Tal Waymondd. Do you have something
Hells
that's short?
Angels? What's that?
What?
What's the Hell's Angels?
9 Hells Angels. I don't know. That's. What do you mean? You never heard of these guys? Man, you
No.
guys are weird. Yeah, we're a big deal over there. Fastest in the desert.
You're from the
Fastest what?
desert? Hmm.
The fastest emus. Famous.
Emu is like the bird?
Okay, okay, now you're joking. These guys, where's the joke club?
The joke club.
Okay, now I feel like you owe me some clothes now. My
Yeah,
friend.
let's go clean you up. Let's go get you some outfits. Hey, Waldo, is there a tailor around here? We can get him some clothes.
Is there?
So people don't
What do
like
they
people
wear
make
here?
their own clothes. Like there is a tanner, but they don't have like good stuff. There are people like you also see people wearing like fur, like wool, like from the sheep and llamas. Um, so like most of the
Oh
stuff
yeah.
you're seeing is like homemade, homegrown. Like
Is there like a
some people,
grandma in town that makes everybody's clothes?
Yeah.
um,
With all the wool and stuff.
there there
Blankets.
is, but yeah, there is, but again, it's a short supply since there's only like one person to do each job here. The
Well,
people who wear nice clothes look like they got them from like Alloy or somewhere south.
I think a tanner, he's a little guy. He's not going to need a lot of leather.
Hmm.
So, Waldo, if you know someone that makes clothes that might have a few scraps to throw together for him,
You don't have any extras?
I don't think my clothes are going to fit you, my man.
I've had worse. Come on, let me see. What do you got?
All right. I'll pull out my old cloak and give it to him. It'll be like a giant blanket.
Okay, yeah, I can do something with this. I'll just like fold the half up and then belt it around.
Okay.
What color
So it
is it?
looks like a dress. It's like gray, just like a regular cloak.
Could be a little darker, but that's okay.
We can get you
Okay,
something nicer than alloy.
now we're square. Okay, now what now? We going through Uncle Frog?
So you're covered in mud and he's put on clean clothes.
So once you guys would have been done, you would have also all gotten in the clear water thing. When you get in, like the water's a perfect temperature, and you are all very, you're both very grateful that he got in there because he was stanky. Like this dude stunk. Like
Could
he
I
had not
do
showered in his whole travels, and like
could I
finally,
do prestidigitation? I don't know if that makes him less stinky.
No, no magic. Not on me. For reals.
Why don't you like magic?
It's it's not necessarily me. It's like my Uncle Frog that I'm going to see. He doesn't like it, and I heard he could smell it on people, and he could be dangerous. I don't want him to smell it.
He's okay with magic, I think. He's around magic
No,
his whole life. He
no.
lives where there's
Listen,
magic.
listen, listen. My mom went, she drank a potion. She was very sick. Uncle Frog was so mad. He sold his sister, my mom. That's how angry he was. Okay? Now, let me just relax in this pool. Those mountains, man. Have you seen those raccoons?
Hey, did you try to pet one?
No, they
Oh,
were wearing literal faces from human beings. Anyway,
did you eat some of those mushrooms?
well, I ate everything I could when I was in there.
Hmm.
Only me and Poppy made it, but oh, my old bow bless me, it did not make it, but that's okay.
What time of day is it now?
It's probably around 3 p.m. As you guys are walking near like the entrance, you do start to see like guard looking people. I wouldn't say like they look like official guards, but they look like no one thus far has been really armed. Like there you see like hunters and things like that, but no one like wearing swords or anything like that. But once you get closer to the entrance, you do see like people wearing like greens and brown cloaks, and they're wearing like a brooch, and on this brooch there's like a flowering tree symbol with roots intertwining a crystal, and there's like a beast silhouette on it. You guys would know that this is a faction, like a major faction in the world, and this is the Verdant Vanguard faction. They are like guardians of nature.
Verdant Vanguard.
Verdant Vanguard, yep. And again, their symbols like a flourishing tree with roots intertwining a crystal. And yep, you see them. You saw some of them throughout your celebration as well. They're there to celebrate, but you do see some of them like keeping watch over the town. Like these are who protects the town, basically.
They're like druid warriors.
Exactly, yeah. They're like, yeah, and they're like a worldwide faction of people who just like guard nature and the sanctity of beasts and civilization, basically. Like they're they intervene when the balance of nature is like disrupted and things like that. So
All right. As we walk by, I'll say, "Hey, fellas."
they will wave back, and they're very friendly.
I'll go up and introduce myself. Hello, I'm Enzo.
They'll introduce themselves and tell you that they're from the Verdant Vanguard, and that if you're ever wanting to join, that they have meetings here like once a month. One of like their main quarters is like one of these hollowed out trees that's old and is like turned into like this little base of theirs.
Are they ever an alloy? Have I seen them in alloy before?
Yeah, some of them are an alloy, but they tend to stick more into nature.
Okay. Yeah, I met your friend, little Junior in alloy.
Oh yes, yes. He is one of our beast masters, one of our lower ranks. Up and coming though, we have a lot of potential for them. But
Yeah, nice chap.
I hope you guys enjoy your safe walk to Alloy. Please be on your whereabouts.
Yeah, for sure.
There have been recent attacks. I'm sure you'll learn more in Alloy, but just keep an eye out.
Attacks on what? What's going on? We've been gone for a little while.
Attacks on Alloy itself.
Who's
Luckily,
been
we have
attacking
not been
alloy?
affected, but there has been an attack on Alloy.
Who has it been?
What's
Who-
that?
Who's been attacking alloy?
There was a small army of bullywugs and a
Did you say
dragon.
bullywugs?
Yes, they're like frog people. They live in swamps and wooded areas. They live more towards the west, but there's been recent attacks. It looked to be more targeted towards the city itself, but
And you said a dragon?
yeah, there was a dragon. It destroyed Droll's tower. I'm surprised you didn't hear about this.
We've been gone.
Oh yeah, you might want to go check on everyone and see what's going on. Get more information.
What about the tavern?
Which one?
I think it's called the Jolly Roger or something.
Jolly Dragon?
Jolly Dragon, yeah.
It was not affected.
Okay.
It was just the tower and the surrounding buildings that were destroyed.
Oh my gosh. Waldo, we better get back. I appreciate your the news. Thank you.
Yes,
And I'll shake their hands again.
Yes. Sorry to be the bearer of unpleasant tidings.
Hey, if we want to pass information from you guys or get information, how do we reach you?
Me specifically, or just our
If you want to be someone I reach out to, or it could be contact in your group?
We don't really have outside communication. I mean, if you, yeah, I'm happy to talk to you whenever. I don't have like a, if you send a courier. But like if you're wanting to get in touch with our group, I mean, this is a great place to find us.
Okay. Well, pleasure meeting you.
You as well.
All right, Waldo, you ready to head back?
No, we haven't even done the pillow fight.
You just heard what he said, right?
I'm in the pillow fight crowd. Waving
Pillow
a
fight
belt
crowd
around.
is mostly children.
Perfect.
So you, I mean, you're not
You
sure
want
if
the
it's.
bit?
I mean, to you, they look like they're normal size. There's halflings and some gnomes and like human children, furbolg children.
I'm waving my extra belt around saying, I bet any of you one shoe that my guy beat your guy.
No, thank you.
Come on. 2 belts.
Okay.
That's my girl. Okay.
You see Tal like walking in this group of, you're not sure, but he definitely looks like he's the oldest one. And he like has his hands out and he's like telling them what the dealio is, like looking back and forth. And then he like points over to like one of you guys to come over as like his champion, quote unquote.
I'm coming. I'm going.
They like convince you in order for this to be a fair fight, there's like going to be like 4 of them. And they say like the way to win is like the first one to break the seams of the pillow is what wins. Like knocking them out is not the point. The point is to like break the pillow and to have feathers go everywhere. That's how you win.
I need to break my own pillow.
Yeah, like the cotton or wool sheet needs to be like ripped from like the pressure of hitting someone.
Okay. Okay. I have no sharp things on me, so I can't cheat.
You don't have any sharp things on you?
No.
You have a pack.
I lost everything in the mountains.
Okay. I see.
What you see is what you get.
Do you have a coin pouch?
Nope.
What do
I have a sling.
What do you hold your valuables in?
His belt.
You don't want to know where I hold those.
They're okay.
No, in my there's just
Like pockets? You have pockets
like
everywhere?
pockets inside my leather vest. Is where there's a
I
where
see.
something is. At least 2 things are my valuables.
Okay. They'll make a bet that you have to stay and clean like their chamber pots if you lose.
To do their chores.
Yeah.
What? No, I
That's
said
funny.
my belts. I said belts for shoe.
Shoe? Okay. Your size?
I don't know. What are you wearing? They probably looks like they fit.
All right. They're gonna roll. If you want to roll like an attack roll.
Just an unarmed attack.
Yes. There's 3 of them and 1 of you.
That's terrible news. That's a 4. 14.
14. So you hit one of the kids and you like clothesline him. But
Shouldn't have bet me. Shouldn't have bet me.
your pillow does not break. It rips though. It's starting to rip. 2 of them hit you and you see theirs like start to rip. Like they almost like beat you in one full swoop. So if you can roll another attack roll. Oh my gosh, of course I roll terrible. The kid that what'd you roll?
6.
6. Both both of them also rolled 2 6s. So you start to see like a couple feathers come out, but not enough. The kid that fell down that you clothesline like gets up and like almost falls over again. Might have a concussion or something. But he tries to hit you, and he misses, and he hits like a stick, and it like half rips his thing open.
Hey, come on! Did you see that? Where's the ref?
Roll another time.
9. Gosh, come
Nine.
on. I say, look at the moon! Look! It's going crazy up there!
Another one hits you, and his almost is basically ripped open. He just needs like one small hit, and he wins. And the other one, you hit the other kid, and he fell over. So one last roll.
18.
18. The kids who was about to win, you like bump into him and then hit the other kid right on the head, and you just see feathers go all over him. And they're like kind of wet from like the mud and getting all that stuff, so they like stick to him. So he kind of looks like a chicken now, like tarred and feathered.
Ah!
They give you a shoe. It's like 3 sizes too big, but it does fit.
Nice.
You use like your extra belt to like help tie it down at like the ankle.
Okay, I'm getting up there again, guys.
So all activities have been done. Anything else you wanted to do before you tread back to Alloy?
Is there like another closing ceremony, like where they?
Nope, they're still going. People are eating. You guys are basically kind of like Enzo's wanting to leave early. They do like party into the night and then like next day until like noon again. So it's like a noon to noon type of activity for him. But Enzo's wanting to leave. Like you guys just heard news that Droll's tower was destroyed.
You don't want to miss the campfire stories.
Waldo, you know there's something special at Droll's tower.
Right.
If you want
Okay.
to listen to the stories, that's all. It's good, but I need to head back, make sure my parents are okay, and what's at Droll's tower is okay.
You're right. We need to help our friends.
Yeah, you guys walk back to Allo, and where Droll's tower was, like as you're walking from the city, you know the city's walled. You do not see Droll's tower at all. Like it is not there. However, you do see on the other side of where the keep is, inside, you do see like another tower already built. You don't see like any scaffolding or anything like that. So you're not sure like how they built this so quickly. But you learn that the tower was destroyed like 5 days ago from like random people as you're walking in, and that they attacked Droll's tower specifically, and that it was a black dragon that attacked.
What are dragons doing attacking Alloy? That's crazy talk. Can we stop in at the tavern on our way in town?
There are entrances from where you're coming, so you would literally have to walk across the whole city, but you can do that. If you want to go there first before you go to Droll's tower. Or I shouldn't say Droll's tower, this new tower, basically.
Yeah, we don't even know if it's Droll's tower, do we?
No, you don't. You have no idea what this tower is.
Well, I probably know everybody in town. When I walk by, I'd be like, hey, whose tower is that over there? That's new.
Yeah, they would tell you that's Droll's new tower. It's his wizard tower.
Wow.
Until they reconstruct his old one.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you. Now I'm gonna. Hey, Waldo, let's go talk to Droll first. Come on, Tall.
Is that where?
Let's go see if we can find your uncle.
Hold on. Where's my uncle? Is he? Just point me in the right direction.
Come
Well-
with us and we might find him.
Okay. Do you know where he is?
he works with the guy who has the tower.
Ah, okay, let's go.
All right, you guys walk through the square, like where they usually have all of the people selling stuff, and you see like a bunch of rubble there. The Temple of Bahamut, which is right across the street from where Joel's tower was, like part of the building has been like collapsed and destroyed, and they're trying to like currently like trying to lift up one of the big pillars, and like reestablish everything. Most of the debris has been picked up at this point, but you do see like piles of like debris where they're like trying to like repair and rebuild. You see like the first half of the first story of Droll's old tower like being rebuilt. But yeah, you head over across the way. And
On the walk over there, I'm gonna look around and see if I see Kaboom.
you roll investigation.
Seven.
7. You don't see Droll, or sorry, Kaboom. You do see like some people camped out in the square, like it looked like it had been raining earlier today, so they're kind of like covered and things like that. But nope, no Kaboom.
All right. Well, we'll
You
have
get
to
to
find him
Droll's
later.
tower, and you knock on the door, and a dwarf lady answers. You guys do know her. She is the person who answered the door the night you guys left. And she asks, "Hi, have you returned from to see Droll, I assume?"
We have.
Girl's girlfriend.
I am not. No,
No, I'm asking you.
no, no,
Oh.
not Droll's girlfriend. Look, this
What's
is
her name?
someone who works for Droll. Her name is.
Oh, my lovely flower.
They call me Twig.
What is it? Sorry.
They call me Twig.
Like
Twig.
a
It's been a long time.
like a little brunch.
Glad to see you're safe. It looks like a lot's happened since we've been gone.
I was like, a little brunch? What? Don't understand. Yes, she invites you in, and she says, let me fetch him for you all. Please write this away. And she brings you right inside. You walk into the tower, and it is like massive in here. It's way bigger than what it was outside. You see like a huge, long, black table. It looks like it's made of like black lacquered wood with white chairs.
Nice. This is what taxes get you guys. Gotta be in government, you know? Nice.
And she asks you to just take a seat at the table. And
Are
she
we are we wheeling in our wheelbarrows of stuff?
The dwarf will ask you if it's necessary that you bring this in.
Yeah, it'd be better if we have it in. We don't want to leave it outside, just in case.
Can you bring the contents and not the? Oh, it's fine. Yes, it's okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Please just leave it by the door.
Our desert princess, I tell you. Thank you.
Thank you. She walks up this. She like walks on these stairs that spiral up, and as she steps on the stairs, like the stairs like spiral like corkscrew with her on it, so she doesn't actually have to walk up the stairs. She disappears, and you guys don't see her. In this room, you do see some paintings on the wall. Some of them are of like a desert landscape. Some of them you see like dunes. One of them has like you would recognize this tile. One of them has like the flag of Golden Gate on there. One of them has an owl of alloy painted on there, like really majestically. One of them has a crest of alloy on here. So it seems like a blend of Dry-Made Empire, where you guys know Droll is from, and then of alloy itself. Not like 5 minutes later, Droll comes down. And he says, "Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure that you have all returned. I'm glad to see you all alive. Where is everyone else?"
They went their own separate way after we finished up to go do a little side gig. So, but we heading home to drop off what we needed to, and I see there's been some changes since we've been gone.
Yes, yes. But you all survived? Yes?
Yeah.
But that warms my heart. I know that you had just named yourselves the last time I saw you, when we departed in Sonia's suite. You guys had named yourselves the Keystone Collective. But collected no more. It's an end of a chapter. It's an end of an era. It burdens me to see it go. But alas, yes. Yes, let me tell you what's been happening. I did not reach out because your possession is safe with me. I don't know
That's
how much I
what
could.
I was gonna make sure that.
How much do you want me to disclose? I have not let you, sir.
This is Tal. He says he's
It's Tar
Frog's uncle.
Werman.
Tal Waymondd. Tal is sorry guys. Tal is not actually a name. It is a title. Tal Waymondd. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Ah, thank you.
Whereabouts are you? Do you hail from?
These guys haven't heard of it.
What? Pardon?
These guys right here, they haven't heard of it. Over the Diamond Empire. Do you know?
Yes, I am from. I am from the Dry Maid Empire. I'm actually from.
Get out! From where?
I'm from the
The
Habu
skin?
Vorota.
I can see it because the skin.
The Habu Vorota. You see the flag? He points and there's like a gate, and then in the middle there's like an eagle with its wings spread and a sword that goes down the middle. You would recognize this flag. This is like the flag of your country, like your homeland.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Brothers, me too. I'm from the Nine Has. You know, the nine Hells Angels.
I have not heard of them. Are they one of the new guilds?
Uh,
Or are you a worshipper of Cord or Arathis? Arathis, yes, most likely, right? She is the god of invention.
I worship the track, my friend.
The track,
Yumu track.
like competition track.
Oh yes. You should
Okay.
come sometime, me and you.
Uh,
But let me tell you, those mountains. It wasn't fun getting through those. So
yes, I'm rather surprised that you were able to go that route. Usually people go around the mountains south, since it's roaded and safer. But it is a more direct route. What brings you to Alloy?
I'm here to see my uncle. I hear that you're employed by him or something. My uncle Frog.
Rug. Yes, an old friend of mine. Yes. He is my assistant. He is my tinkerer. He's my inventor and my most loyal friend.
Very interesting. Is he about?
Yes, did you want to speak with him?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, definitely can did you he'll like look to you, Enzo. Do you want him here when I just tell you what's been happening since you've been gone, or do you should I have him go up to Frog while I discuss this with you?
It's up to him. I mean, we don't know him real well, but
Our wagers are all set. I can go see Frog.
Okay. Yeah, that's that works for me. He will like snap his finger a couple times, and the dwarf lady will come down and she'll escort you, and she'll like have you stand on the ladder rung, and then you'll see it corkscrew up as you go up, and you probably go up like 9 or 10 floors.
Right.
The building is way taller on the inside than it was on the outside. As you go up, you see like kitchens, and you see like closed doors, and you see like an aquarium. You see like an ocean. Like it looks like you're on the ocean and you're standing on a beach, like looking out. As you like go up and see all these floors like quickly go by you.
How
And,
big is this elevator?
it looks like you're standing on stairs, and then the stairs are like moving up in a circle.
Is it big enough for Poppy to come out?
No,
Okay.
would not be
Okay.
big enough for Poppy. But as you go up, she stops, and you see like this metal door. It looks like a submarine door, and it has like thick glass on it, and it's like all foggy. You can't even see on the inside. And she like taps on it 3 times, and then you like hear like this mechanism turn, and you see like Frog come out, and there's like smoke that like leaves the room. Oh yeah, yes. How can I serve you? Oh, we have a visitor.
I'm just like holding onto my hat, clenching it super tight. Uncle Frog, it's a me, Poppy. Are we not? We're in a hallway now. Is it big
You're
enough?
standing at his door. It's like you've stepped off of this staircase. She has gone down. She's like left you at the door with him. So it's just you two. Yeah, so you're kind of like in the entryway now of this door.
Okay. It's been a long time, huh?
I never thought that I would see you again.
Yeah,
Right.
me either. Things are crazy, especially after what you did to Mom. But mad respect, mad respect. Anyway, this place is crazy, huh?
It's a long story. I
What
forgive
were
me.
you doing here?
I lost my accent from back home. It has been a long journey for me. But come in. I'll tell you a story. And he walks in with you, and he closes the door, and he like walks you through what he's been up to the last like 10-15 years, and you guys catch up, and we'll pause with you, and we'll go back down to the bottom. Yes, Droll starts talking, and he sits down at the table with you guys, and he says, yes, about 5 days ago, roughly, there was an attack on my tower by a black dragon.
Yeah, we heard. What is going on? A dragon?
Yes, well, I'll get to that. There have been other things as well that have been happening that I believe are more serious than the dragon attack, if you can believe that. But I mean, luckily we have this break of Forge Fest going on out there, as you've probably seen. But yeah, about 5 days ago, we had received word that there had been a dragon spotting, but we didn't know when they would attack. Luckily, I have a contingency that if my walls are ever breached, that teleports any who are living inside to the Temple of Bahamut. So luckily, we were teleported out, but I was able to fend off the dragon. Basically, what happened is the dragon was looking for the sword. It kept saying, "Where is my tooth? Where is my tooth? Give it to me, give it to me." And it kept repeating that over and over. But it was chased out of town by myself and the ballistas and the guards. It didn't have any. It only had about 10 bullywugs that came with it. They were all killed, obviously, and but we have seen sightings of more bullywugs recently, taking up residence in the tower that was promised to you, actually. So yeah, we're still dealing with that. Another huge thing is House Sinclair. Do you remember Sinclair? He was the tiefling guard man.
Yeah, he's the one that was going to the
He's the one
To
that
the
went to the
Feyland.
exactly. Yeah, he left Alloy after going into the Papaleo mine, and he took about half of the army of Alloy with him. They retrieved many tons and tons of crystals. Say goodnight.
Good night.
They harvested probably about, at my estimation, again, I was only seeing them leave, and they were leaving at night, but probably about 40 tons of crystal. Some as large as my tower, and some, as small as the ones that you all had. And they went south, basically abandoning Alloy. I haven't heard from himself. The last thing that he said was that he proclaimed that Ragnar was a saint. He is the first Pope King, and he stated that if we keep resisting the Black Iron Pact, that we will bring ruin to our homes, and that the truth cannot be denied.
Is this the guy that had the house with all the
Yes, it
all
is.
the crystals in it?
Yes, it is. So he left Alloy and took all the crystals and half of the army of Alloy. So, as you can imagine, we've been, a skeleton crew basically this whole time. I have been trying to make arrangements and purchase an army from Gagashop, as well as seeing if we can get any sort of reinforcement from the Chain of Orokef. But since war seems to be brewing on many fronts and many cities in this country, I don't know. We're feeling pretty neglected up here, is what I'll say. And then the other thing is House Papaleo, the dwarf that owned the mine that you guys went into to rescue Ida. He has had new upper management come from Drebar, both to stay with him and to help oversee his mines, the deals he makes, all the arrangements and things like that. I'm getting the feeling he's basically on some sort of house arrest, but I don't know why.
So other people are controlling him?
More they're just watching his every move. Again, I don't know why. As you know, he's very hush hush and very by the book. But yeah,
I'm gonna look over at Waldo and be like, isn't that the guy that you broke into?
What was the name again?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Papaleo?
Papaleo, yep. That's Papaleo. So, again, that's everything that's happening. Your
Didn't he
sword and all of
Hey,
my...
Waldo,
Sorry, bud.
Waldo, didn't he have proof that he works for Ragnar or something like that?
Hmm. I think we took some letters, but the Don read them. Don't remember.
You didn't find anything that was like linking him to anyone. You did find the stone that led to the curator. So you know that he
the
works for the
curator.
curator,
Got it.
who's part of the chain of Orokef. But yeah,
And
so you don't know. Basically, he's on
the
house
frog
arrest.
guy?
He's the frog guy, yeah. So Papaleo's on house arrest. Sinclair left Alloy with a bunch of crystals.
Hey,
And
Droll, how are my parents?
the parents are fine. I spoke with your father not a couple days ago.
We came straight here as soon as we found out about the tower.
Yes.
So I haven't stopped by to see him.
I don't know how the dragon was able to sense the sword so quickly. I mean, you guys weren't outside for very long, right? I mean, you came out of... I mean, from what I remember, you guys were with Ida's grandson. And
Yeah,
then came
he
straight
got us
here.
out of the Fae.
Yeah, then you came straight here, right? So, I mean, what? An hour? Hour or two? Maybe more? But I don't know how it knew that it was here. Especially with me. I'm assuming it's just guessing, but I don't know if it's certain. But did you want to take the sword back? I feel that it is a huge liability for me to keep it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to ruin anything. Well, I'm glad it's still here. I'll pull out the sword that I have, and its name is the Katana of Nullification,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll offer it to him.
Well, thank you so much. I do appreciate it being returned and such great quality, and it's clean. Appreciate that. I'll be right back, and he will leave and leave you and Waldo.
Hey, what? Before you go, we have a couple of these other things. Do you want to buy them or trade for them?
What do you have?
I'll show him Prick, the Great Sword, and whatever else we have in there.
Okay. I don't really have need for magical weapons. More gems. I'm always looking for jade and gemstones. Ritual to summon the Owl of Alloy. It does cost a lot of resources. But unfortunately, no. You might be able to trade it elsewhere, but yeah, I'll be back though with your sword. So
Okay.
you'll leave and come back with the sword, and he'll kneel on the ground as he gives it to you, like treating it with like such reverence.
Droll, you don't have to do that. It's me.
It is what this sword represents. This sword not
Well,
only represents that legends are true, that the sun metal blesses my presence, but it also is fate entwining itself with you. And I believe, as is the second I learned of what you had, that your calling is now far greater than one could have ever thought was possible.
I'm gonna be like blushing and be like, Droll, it's me. I'm the son of I'm a barman. I grew up in a tavern.
And I was born in Golden Gate, 85 leagues away, and
yeah.
I am now the city wizard of Alloy. So your station is not dependent on where you're born. And please know that I pledge myself to your cause if you were ever to call on me.
Well, I appreciate that, but get up. You're embarrassing me.
He'll get up and he'll like brush off his robe
Hey,
and like shake that.
I'm gonna ask him a question about how old is that if this is its tooth, how old is that dragon?
I don't believe literally its tooth. I think it's referring to figuratively, because this sword is known as one of the teeth of the dragon.
Oh, so he just
So it's
wants the sword. It's not literally his tooth.
exactly, yes. As you can see, this is made out of the sun metal. There is no bone found on this. It is pure magic and perfection. But yes, the sword, it is what it is. But I'm just proud
Was
to.
the dragon evil? Or was he just enraged or excited to get the sword?
I did not talk to him. I don't know if it's a he or she. I just tried to fend off my vault with my life, and luckily it was able to go away. But again, I'm getting reports that there are other sightings of bullywugs. I'm assuming we'll be hearing of dragon sightings soon.
Well, I appreciate you doing this
Oh,
for me and sacrificing so much.
one moment, please, as he's going to teleport away. You don't see him anymore. He's gone for about 20 seconds. Is there anything that you want to say to Frug before Frug just catches up with you and tells you what he's been doing, Mr. Tall? Nope. Okay. So he's done with you. He brings you back down. You see Enzo. You have no idea what, like, you see the sword. It looks like a sword to you. You have no idea what it is. And after like 5 or 10 minutes, Droll comes down and he says, "You are needed at at the west gates now. There is an attack being called. A dragon spotted, bullywugs coming from the mountains, from the tower, and there's also been an ambush on the north side, which I will be bringing a retinue to take care of. Please hurry." And he will walk out the door, and you see him open the door, and then you see him start running, like towards the gate where you guys came from. And he's asking you to go to the other gate, kind of like where Ida lived. As there's bullywugs and a dragon said to be attacking from that side.
All right, Waldo. That's game time. Let's roll.
A dragon.
Am I with them?
You're with them? Yep. You walk
Hey, if you
outside,
want to
everyone.
come, you can come, but it looks like there's some nonsense brewing.
You walk outside, everyone. You hear horns start to blow from both sides. And since you're at Droll's Tower, which is now closer to the northwest wall than where you were before, his tower before was basically in the center of the city. Now you're more north. You can actually see your tower off in the distance, and you can see perched atop it a dragon, a black dragon.
We didn't even
And
get to talk to him about Oshi.
that's where we'll end tonight's session.
No, we end it when I say, okay, what's the wager, guys? Who's gonna get the final kill, huh?